Happy Wednesday and welcome to another day here. It is Members Week. We have had so many incredible launches for you and we're not stopping there, absolutely not. My name is Natalie Eagleton. I'm going to be the host for this hour. Lovely Jess is producing the show. Good morning, Jess.
Good morning.
Are you excited about today's launch?
So excited.
It is a good one. And over in the demonstration station, lovely Kat is here.
Hello.
You very much made some absolutely fantastic cards with this product.
Oh, thank you.
So I am super excited for these demos. Stay tuned to find out what it's all about. But first, Win It Weekly. It's a good one this week because we are giving away our prize rollover. One person is going to win this whole bundle and it is worth over £500. I love it when we do this because you're literally winning little snapshots of all of the different types of products that we do here at Hunky Dory. You've got the big scoreboard in there, scoreboard, tools, I can see pens in there, actual collections, you've got treasured moments up there at the top, you've got dies in here as well. It is jam-packed full of so many awesome products, but the question we are asking you this week, it literally gives me shivers just looking at it. How many people took part in the world's largest group hug? Was it A, 10,554, was it B, 8,657, or was it C, 9,125 people? One person is too much for me.
Oh no.
Oh, I couldn't imagine. Imagine being the person in the middle as well, or like right near, like close near the middle. Like I would just feel like I couldn't breathe. I'd be like, I'd have to hold my head up high and just take in deep breaths and close my eyes and imagine I was somewhere else. That's
I don't think any of them class as a group hug because you can't all.
I know, it's weird.
You can only hug so many people. A hug should be what you can physically get your arms round.
That's a good point. That's a good point, actually. But anyway, how many people took part in the world's largest group hug? Let us know, and we'll be announcing the winner on Friday's show. Right, in case you missed it, it's Members Week, so here is lovely Rebecca to tell you a little bit more.
It's Members Week here at Hunky Dory Crafts. This means there is double discount for all of our members. That is 10% for our club members and a whopping 20% for our diamond members. Also, the first 1,000 orders will receive these beautiful diamond sparkles gemstone borders completely free with their orders. Also, we have brand new launches for you all week long, so do not miss out on all of the fun tips and demos for you. We have our amazing back in stock Premier Craft tools that you have been waiting for. So join us every day this week for our fabulous Members Week.
There you go. Hopefully that's all the information that you will need. So today we are adding some new additions to our Premier Craft Tools ranges. Have a little look at this VT. Honestly, it says here, roll VT and introduce the products.
Yeah, that one.
Well, that's before this one. Honestly, can't get the staff. Right, well, I shall show you what today is all about then. We have our fantastic brand new Paper Crimper, brand new to Hunky Dory. This is super fun for adding so much texture and dimension to your cards, and also works incredibly well with so many products. Our Paper Crimper should be $9.99. For our members is $8.99, and if you are a diamond member, remember, you've got that extra discount, $7.99. You can use this with so many different products. We have a fantastic board to show you just how you can use this, because there's lots of different ways in which we can use our crimper as well. So you can see it used on a durable scorable. We've got it on craft card for that more subtle look there. On your Matastic, you can also do it diagonally if you want to. It looks fantastic on your Mirri card. We've got it done once. Then we've got it done twice to give you that gorgeous sort of like square effect. And then I was a little bit tricksy and I went through 3 times. So I did it vertically, horizontally, and then diagonally to give you that really fun look. On your Parchment it looks fantastic. And on all of your patterned papers, including little books and your Picture Perfect pads, it's going to be incredible. There's so many different things and ways in which you can use it though. These are just some examples of some of the things that Anne-Marie did yesterday. Our border strips, so our border strips that come with our collections, just crimping those is going to give you lots of dimension. She did it on some of this fantastic ribbon as well yesterday. You can see that it gives it such a fun, subtle look to there. I loved this one as well. She paper crimped one of our words. So you can die cut your words and then paper crimp it. With your frames, it's going to look fabulous. Look at some of these on here. We've got your Duo Design paper pads as well. There's even one of her toppers. Oh, this is going to look fancy, isn't it? There's loads of different ways you can use this. Die cutting some bits and pieces and then crimping those as well. It looks really fun on your acetate. It gives you such a fun look to your acetate because it kind of really gives it a nice marking on sort of like the edge, and then it like lightens down as it moves through because of the weight that you've got there. There's so many incredible uses for this, and Kat's going to run through loads of them on today's show. But let's have a look at one more product before we show you some of the card models. We also have for you our mini pegs. Now, I know if you're scrapbookers, you're going to love these. If you are making personalised cards, you are going to love this for all that birthday bunting that we brought to you in December.
Yes.
These are going to be perfect. You are going to get 100 mini pegs plus 100 meters of craft string in there. It's like oh, I can't think of the word now. What type of string is it?
Twine.
Twine. There we go. There we go. £4.99 if you want to get your hands on them. Just for the Diamond member price. That is such a good saving as well. So there are two brand new tools for today, and here are some of the fantastic cards that you could be making with this. This one is using some of that fantastic craft card again, some of our Just My type sentiment strip pads, using this to crimp your pocket pads. They look really fun, especially that design there. We've got this gorgeous little baby card here using those pegs as well. I think this was a favourite of everyone's card when she was making it. Becca's little chips, really fun. I love this one as well that Rach made with a really cute sort of design going through the bottom there. It works really nicely on this one. And then Kat, you did a little bit of quilling with this one, and you made this gorgeous little flower here.
Well, a version of.
Absolutely stunning. And it works really nicely as well, because not only have you got the detail in the flower, but you've also got the detail on the background as well, and it looked really fun. This one's really cute as well, really nice and bright, this one. And inking onto there as well, because obviously inking onto this is going to give you so much more dimension to your card making. So that is our two brand new products for today. We have our paper crimper and also our mini craft pegs. Kat,
yes,
we're going to come straight to you.
Good.
Show us how to use it. How do you do it?
So we are going to make like a birthday candle card, and we're going to use it to crimp our background and crimp our candles in a few different ways.
Nice.
So let's just start with our candles. I have picked out, this is from the mega shimmer mix that we have, that's got all those colours in that you'll only get in that pack.
Oh, that 50 sheet pack.
Yeah, it's incredible. So first up, I'm just going to cut some strips. And my candles are 1/2 inch by 2.5 inches, I think they are. Now there's a couple of ways you could do this. You could do these individually and just cut them to the size that you want, and then cut them through. So you place it, you can do it from either side,
yeah.
But if you have this side face in front of you, I mean, it won't make any difference. Pop it in the middle, and then you bring your crimping edges either side here, whichever's more comfortable from you, and you turn them towards you, and it's going to go through dead simple.
I love the fact that we've got
you.
both sort of sides to this, because that just means if you're right-handed or left-handed,
Yeah.
you're going to be able to use this with ease.
Now, I like taking it back and forth because you get a really strong crimp. And the beauty of it is that you can take it back and forth as many times as you like,
Absolutely.
and it's not going to budge that crimp out of
No.
place. So we're going to do that. Or the alternative is, if you are a bit more thingy, you can cut it a little bit thicker to start with and crimp the whole thing, and then just take the, then just cut your slices out of it. So you can see the difference between that, when you do that and then just take it through that second time, you just get that slightly stronger crimp. So it's completely up to you which way that you want to do it. And then I'm just going to cut these to 1/2 centimetre strips.
And of course, doing it in these different ways, your pattern's going to look different too.
Absolutely.
So you can either do it sort of like vertically, horizontally, however you wish to sort of create your little candles like Kat's doing. There's so many different options for you.
So let's just take a few of these. So the blue, the ruby red and the green and the purple are the colours that I'm going to use for my candles. And again, depending on the size of the card that you want, these can go in any direction. Let's just do one more before I move on to our flames for you. So I'm just take that through. And then with that. So this time I'm going to take a piece of our gold. I think I've got a little bit of scrap here. And what I'm going to do with this, I'm just going to cut it down so it's wide enough to fit through the thing. It's about 4 1/4, I think, is just about the widest you can get away with. You want a little bit of lee room on each side because it does move as it's going through. So if you have it right up to the edges, it might catch a little bit.
Yeah, and then you're going to sort of like damage those edges.
So get it as centrally as you can. And what I'm going to do with this one to get that like kind of cross-hatched effect is we're going to go one direction. I'm just going to take that through one more time. And then we're going to turn it so we've got the vertical lines there. And then this time I'm going to go through the other way and it'll give us that lovely kind of cross-hatched effect. I keep going, I'm not stopping soon enough to take it back. But on this one you can see now that we've got that lovely kind of square pattern on there. It's kind of like a waffle effect as well, isn't it?
It looks really, really cool.
And then just to make my little flames, I'm just going to go in with a craft knife. You can draw these out beforehand, but they're so simple to do. You just do a little
like a teardrop, isn't it?
Yeah. Come down to the edge of the card. You can work your way along. You don't want them all identical because there's no way flames are, and you can just pop them out and start collecting a little stash up there. So when we get to the end card, I've made 8 of the candles and 8 of the flames. And then we're just going to take a little bit of the white Ink Me cardstock. We're going to cut this down to 3 notches under the 4 by 3 notches under the 6.
I love that you can use this with so many different materials as well.
It's fabulous.
I think that's really great. You know, if you could only use it with sort of like paper, that would be a little bit frustrating, but you can use it with all different types of cardstock. So it's going to work through your 350 GSM Adorable Scorable, your Matastic. It's going to work through your thinner papers as well. So it's going to work with your Parchment. It's going to work with your pattern papers. And it's going to give you such a phenomenal look to your cards. And it's just something that's a little bit fun as well. Something that's great to use with kids. They're going to have so much fun working with this. Oh, it says, can you crimp your paper and card and then use your dies? We've got some examples of that here that I can show you, Debbie. We would recommend die cutting it first and then crimping it. Obviously, your words look fantastic. We've got some of the fantastic combos that Mirri cut yesterday, and she crimped those, so that looks really, really fun. So to get the best effect, I would definitely say die cut it first and then crimp it, because you're going to get the stronger sort of lines. If you did it the other way around, you'd still have your lines in there, but once you run it through your die cut machine, it's got all of that pressure on, it will flatten some of those grooves out. So just do it the other way around.
I've done this the wrong way round. Do put it on my thing afterwards. So all we're going to do then is we're just going to add these onto some foam pads. just to get that little bit of depth. Ah, I tried my finger in my box. Ow.
Well, don't be doing that.
I know. So we're just going to add these onto some foam pads. Then line them up across your card. When you've got all of them, place them out beforehand so you make sure that they're nice and even.
This looks cool.
And we'll go along like that. I'm just going to use what I've got left here, but you can do a full strip, alternating your colours. A bit more like that, and then you can just use a little bit of your tape runner just to stick your little flames behind. I would advise when you, like I've just done there, when I skipped a step, is using construction glue on the back to place this down, because you put the crimp in, you kind of alter the layer of the texture of the paper. So if you go in with your tape runners, you might find that there's like little bubbles and stuff, where with your glue you can really get that hard press down and get it really, really nice and flat. And when you're all done, you should end up with something that looks like this.
How cool is that? There's so much texture in that.
We're going to keep this really simple. It's just going to be a 6x4 card, but I'm going to bring in some of my dies. She's lost her construction glue again. And I'm not actually going to crimp the sentiment die. I'm going to crimp the bit that I stamp on.
Okay.
So let's see how we go with this. So I'm going to pop that down on there, and then while it's sticking down you can pop something a bit heavy on it, something like that, just to make sure that it's going to adhere nice. And I'm going over to our old trusty combo dies here, and we're going to go for a simple happy birthday. So let's die cut this first. Do you know what, I've taught myself into crimping the sentiment, why not?
Do it.
We'll go with the gold to match the I'm a bit thrown out with this plate order. It's not 100% how I'd have it.
No.
I'd have my metal plate on top.
I think Rebecca and Rach do all crazy types of plate organisations in here.
Yeah, see, I always have the metal plate on top,
I'm
so
always
it's
like
onto a metal.
base layer, the plastic shim, metallic, like how you've got it. What's it called? Not
I'm going
metallic.
to stick this down because I can tell it's going to move. It's just going to be one of those days. I've had it from the moment I woke up this morning. Pop that on there. There's not much room for a manoeuvre, so it can stick down. Yeah, base layer, plastic sheet, metallic sheet.
Metal, and then the other base layer. Yeah.
That would be my go-to.
This is the crafters go-to as well, I think. I don't know what's been going on when we've not been in here.
Yeah, because I always think that you put your metal die on top, so it's got that really nice sharp, crisp.
That's what gives you the like when the metal is touching your die. That's what gives you that really nice cut through your cardstock as well. Oh, this is going to look really cool, crimps, because you've got such sort of like really nice thin lines with this one.
You have. So let's pop this out. And it's one of those tools, the more you play with it, the more you're going to go, oh, I could do this, oh, I could do that. It's so much fun. And like you said, you all know I'm an absolute lover of scoring. And that obviously still has its place when you've got larger projects and stuff, but for your little bits of sentiments, little bits of cardstock,
for using with like your pocket pads or your little books, this is going to work really good.
So I'm just going to pop that down. Just going to take it till see the end go through there, and then we'll take it. That this looks so much fun.
Oh my goodness.
Look at that. How cool is that? And then we're just going to take a little bit of scrap and we're going to stamp this down. Go for a simple happy birthday, as we are celebrating one today. It's my son's 15th birthday today, so it seems only fitting.
There's so many birthdays in the creative family
There are,
this
aren't
week,
they?
isn't there? Because yesterday it was my sister's birthday and Anne-Marie's mum's birthday. It's Austin's birthday.
Yep.
Austin's birthday today, and then tomorrow is Bex's birthday.
Yep. And my sister-in-law's.
Crazy.
It's madness,
This
isn't it?
week. This week is very, very weird for the amount of birthdays we have as a team.
So let's just cut this down, and then we can run this through as well. And this is going to look fab with your small sentiments, your bigger sentiments. It's just going to give that moment of how, oh, how have they done that? It's just about doing things in the right order. Let's run this through now. She says. Just that first grip. Once you've got it in, you're absolutely fine. And bring it through. And then you get this really, really cool.
How cool is that going to look with your Just My Type sentiment strips?
Oh.
You could literally like cut the pad down to like in half, crimp one section, and then just cut them all out when you're ready to go.
So much
Especially
fun.
with that like vintage brown one, because that's going to just give it that really nice rustic feel.
I'm going to tack this in a few places with my glue. And we'll just come over to this edge here.
This is looking absolutely awesome.
And let's pop this one on a foam pad.
Did you already do a birthday card, or is this the birthday card?
I don't want to answer that
She
for
is
legal
not confirming
reasons.
or denying.
I might have bought one from a shop. Which I could go home and crimp that card now.
You could.
So let's just pop that over the top. Stick it on our, I've gone for our 6x4 templed, but we're going to put it in the landscape position. Pop that on there. And I feel like I made that look so much harder. I wanted to show a simple card to start off with.
No,
but
it's really, really fun. There's so much dimension in that card there, and it just shows you how you can, you know, crimp in lots of different ways, put it all together, and make such a fun card. Thank you so much for that,
You're
Kat.
welcome.
And doesn't it look great on your sentiments as well? Look at this one, cut out from Mirri. It is really cool. This one's been crimped on like the diagonal, so it gives you such a fun look. And as well, using Rainbow Mirri, you get all of those different colour variations. Right, next up, this side. Oh, let me get it. It's a big one. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, we are starting off with a pretty awesome deal for you. We do our adorable scorable in colour packs. Now these are really good for if you've got a set project and you're making something and you need a lot of different colours in a lot of different sort of styles. So what we've got for you here is our adorable scorable packs. Each pack contains 10 sheets. You can get this in Matastic and you can get it in adorable scorable, depending on your sort of like choice on that. There's over 60 different choices to choose from in this deal, and we are giving you any 4 packs for £10. That's 40 sheets of cardstock for £10. So if you've got your favourite colours, I've got favourite colours. This one is one of those colours. I absolutely love this. This is the aqua, gorgeous teal colour. This is the time to stock up on those shades. Maybe you've got birthdays coming up, so you're doing birthdays. Maybe you're doing wedding invites, because this gorgeous Matastic in this fresh cucumber is a gorgeous sage colour for wedding invites. You are set. You can buy as many of the same colour as you need for your set projects and craft away. Again, a great deal. I love this one as well. This is that beautiful sandstone. Oh my goodness, it's gorgeous. This is perfect for those times where you need just one colour, or you want to stock up on all of your favourites. Is this normally any 3 packs for £10? So I think we've improved that offer there. So you normally get 30 sheets for £10. We're now giving you this at 40 sheets for £10. Such a good offer. Make sure you are taking full advantage of that one. Like I said, there's over 60 different colour options to choose from in matte and adorable scorable, so you can mix and match with that one as well. Then we've got something that we shouldn't have because it was out of stock, but I have been told that we have added more stock. If you look on the website and you currently can't find this item, then do not worry, stock is definitely being added. This is our Mirri Mega Buy in gold and silver. We are giving you in this huge bundle 50 sheets of your silver and 50 sheets of your gold. This should be nearly £40. We're half in that price. We're giving you this for £19.99. This is such an incredible deal. Do get your hands on it, because this is a while stocks last product, and I don't think that once it's sold out we'll be able to do it again, because the team are super busy out there with all of your orders. So if you want to get your hands on that, 50 sheets of gold, 50 sheets of silver, make sure you are in it to win it. Then we have for you some of our fantastic parchment essentials. Now we have parchment in so many different variations, so there's loads and loads of options for you. Let me see what this one is. This one is the first one, which is our essentials selection. So in this selection you are going to get lots of different colours. This is the monochrome one. So you've got like browns in here, and you can see you do have that translucent effect, but this is coloured parchment. So you've got a selection of browns, greys, we've got black in here. So for any of those masculine makes, crimping this as well is going to look absolutely fantastic. You are going to get 8 different colours, and you get 2 of each of those colours. So you've got that really nice sort of lighter grey there, that pewter grey. Then we've got like a dove grey, really soft grey in that one. This is a white parchment. Then you have your gorgeous brown colours in here as well. So you've got all your essentials covered with this one. You've got more of like a chocolate brown there, and then we have this one as well, which is, I would say, like a Muddy Boots. It reminds me really much of that Muddy Boots ink pad that we've got there. So that is all your monochromes. Then we have, let me move this around. Then we have this one's your festive selection. So you're going to get lots of different colours in here as well. You've got purples. This one is really vibrant actually. For a selection of parchment, and a lot of people who do Parchcraft and things like that will know that it is it's not a common thing to have parchment that is super vibrant on here. When we're scoring this and when we're crimping it, it's going to leave sort of like a nice like white edge on your parchment. And that means that you get all of that detail through. So for people that do sort of like Parchcraft and you draw on your parchment, this is phenomenal because it's going to give you that really nice colour. We're not having to add colour here. You've got it straight away, but you've got the option to sort of give really fun, bright and vibrant cards. So this is your festive pack. Again, 8 colours, 2 of each. Then we have for you our brights, I believe. This one is probably one of my favourites because it is super fun. So again, 8 colours, 2 of each. We've got that gorgeous pink for you. You've got this bright green colour, another sort of really nice lilac purple, different from the ones in the other packs though. That really nice brown. We have yellow. Look how bright this is. You can be die cutting this and making flowers out of these as well, using that gorgeous daffodil die that we've got available as well with this one. Look at that blue. And then we've also got the red in here as well. So many colours in that one. We're not finished yet though, because next we have our pastels selection. So let me grab that one for you, because your pastels, again, 8 colours. You're going to get 2 of each, but this one is like a lighter shade of colour. You've got really nice delicate purples and blues and turquoises and greens. Again, you've still got that gorgeous translucent feel. You can stamp onto here, you can heat emboss onto here as well with our heat gun and your incredible embossing powders. You can obviously run this through your embossing folders if you've got one. It's going to be great for sort of crimping your designs on. I think parchment is a secret little paper that we don't necessarily use to its full advantage sometimes, but it can look fantastic on your card. So any of your different colours there that we've got for you, you can grab hold of them now. They're just $9.99 a pack, £7.99 if you are one of those incredible Diamond members. Right, let's have a look at our last bit of this before we go to Kat. It is our Perfect Verses foiled paper pad, $9.99 for this one. There is 24 brand new verses in here. This launched 2 weeks ago. I want to say now, or is it longer than 2 weeks ago? Last Monday, so yeah, nearly a week ago. But this is great. You've got gold and foiled, gold and silver foiling on here. Brand new sentiments, perfect for birthdays, perfect for occasions, perfect for get well soon cards. Great mix of typography throughout here as well. Have a look at this one on the website because it is such a fun item to have in your stash to use on the front of the cards, on the back of your cards. It's got that really nice Ink Me paperweight, so we can ink onto here, stamp onto here again. $9.99 if you want to get your hands on that one, or $7.99 if you are a Diamond member. Right, Win It Weekly this week, we have one lucky winner. You're going to win our prize rollover box worth £500. And the question we are asking you this week is, how many people took part in the world's largest group hug? Was it A, 10,554? Was it B, 8,657? Or was it C, 9,125 people? Far too many people for me and Kat to be around, that's for sure. I've got some other cards to show you as well that showcase off some of those fantastic items. This one here with your gorgeous black and gold Mirri that you could be getting in that fantastic mega buy. I love this one too because it really showcases that parchment, crimping it in lots of different ways and layering those up. This one's super sweet as well. The tag's just been crimped like halfway and then brought back through, so that's a really cool way you can do it. Sanding back your Matastic gives you really cool cards like this one. And then I love this as well, showcasing how you can use it with your little book pages to add that little touch of extra detail. Right, Kat, back to you.
Well, that was a fabulous one to finish on because we're going to do something with our little books. Nice. Just like that. So I have delved into our wizardry book. You know it's an absolute go-to for me, and I've picked this lovely little design out because I don't think I've worked with this one before. So I'm going to take 2 sheets, and the first one I'm just going to cut a couple of notches, once I decide, off each side so it still stays nice and even for me when I place it down. If you just take a quarter of an inch off that side and the top side, it's going to end up a little bit lopsided. So I'm going to make sure I go all the way around with 2 notches. And this is just so when it's down and underneath the top layer, I'm not having to worry about any bits sticking out. It's going to make my layering up a lot easier for me. And we're just going to do that. And then we are going to take this through our crimper. So again, just place it in, making sure there's a nice gap on each side. And we are going to run this through. And again, I'm going to go over, and you've seen me do this technique before when I've done the scoreboard, but this is why this is so much easier. It's so much quicker. I'm going to run it back and forth a couple of times so I get a really strong crimp, because I'm going to go in and sand it back a little, just so we get that really good contrast to when we come to put our top layer on. So you can see how lovely and crimped that is here. You can, I've got a sanding tool here, but you can just use like a nail file, an emery board, that kind of thing. And even though this is our coated like finish, you can still go over with a light touch. And it just takes that top layer off those highest points and gives it that really cool distressed look. I think this one might need just a little bit more of, I think we need to updo the thingy on it, so I'm going to go quite rough with this one. But you will know how abrasive your sanding tool is, so you're going to know what to do it with. But you can just see how it really brings that design up just by going over.
I think as well it helps because you've got like a pattern and like a design within your sheet that you've used there, it helps to sort of like make that stand out even more, like the crimping detail, by sanding it back. So it's a really cool sort of like trick you can use with your designs.
And because this is going to be my base, I can just pop it on with my tape gun.
Mirri you've chosen. What a perfect match.
No, I've delved into a couple of our beautiful coloured Mirris here just to really, really pick out those colours. I think it's this peacock blue.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, and I've also going to use some of the holly green as well. So you can see that's got a really chunky border on, but that's so when I place my top layer on top that I'm not going to have to worry about anything poking out.
Nice.
So we're going to take the second sheet again, and I've just gone in with some of our, this is the stitched edge nesting dies, and I'm just going to make some little apertures in here. We don't have to be too careful.
I love how creative you are with your little books, Kat. I think it's great for showing everyone how you don't have to cut like large apertures, you can just cut like little snippets into yours.
Yeah.
You could use your trimmer and do like little squares, I guess, as well, in the same sort of way.
You absolutely could, yeah.
But yeah, it's always so different with your ideas.
It's just by creating those little apertures, so we're going to peek through and see those beautiful bits of crimping design that we've created on the back. But we're not done with the crimping there. We are going to add some, we're going to do some on some beautiful Mirri because it is just so stunning. So we're going to take this out. Just going to pop our windows out. And you still got like, you'll still have 4 sheets left of this design. So you can reuse these circles that we've cut out of this one that you can then add back on top of another layer of your book. So you're not wasting these pieces at all.
You could run them back through on your crimper as well, couldn't you? And
yes, you could do that and then add them onto another page. Which, in the gap of the next one, if I've got time, I might do that for you because I have got a spare sheet here. So we will see, just so you can see what you can do with the bits that you're taking away. So this time, we're just going to add some foam pads in here. Again, I'm not going to be too precise.
Who's going to be adding the paper crimper to their baskets today? Let us know in the comments. This sold out twice yesterday on Hobbymaker. We allocated them a set amount of stock and then they sold it in the first show, and then we added more for the second show that Anne-Marie did over there. It was incredibly popular. Let us know if you're going to get yours and what you're going to be using it for, whether you're going to be using it on Mirri, whether you're going to be using it with Parchment. Let us know if you have any different ideas as well, or maybe different products that you've crimped in the past.
Absolutely.
Inspire us, people.
Yeah. So then we're just going to pop this over the top, just using like our normal gaps that we use for our mat and layers. Just easing that into place again. And you're just going to create these lovely little apertures.
It's very, very clever.
The crimping showing through. So we're going to pop that on there. We'll pop that to one side. And what we're going to do now, this is going to be an 8x6 card. So instead of just sticking it on a plain background, I want to build some more detail around it. So this time I've gone in with the beautiful holly green Mirri.
I love this colour.
And what we're going to do here, so we're just going to take it through again. And we're going to do that kind of cross-hatch effect that we did before. And we're going to create 4 sections. Again, because we're going through twice in both directions, I really want to make sure we get that lovely strong crimp. We are absolutely addicted to the sound this makes as well, aren't we?
It. We love it.
So I'm going to cut these to 3 1/4.
There's some more tools that we've got coming up this weekend actually on Hobbymaker that we also enjoy the sound of. Me and Kat have spent most of this week just sat at our desks making funny noises with things.
So you're going to make sure now that your lines are going to run in that horizontal direction, and no we're not, we're going to put them in the other way, in the vertical direction, and we're going to run it through again. And we're going to get this fab cross-hatch effect.
It almost looks like scales.
it does. This was the kind of thing that I was after for this kind of card. Then I'm just going to pop that on to a little Mirri mat out of the blue that I've just cut, just 3 notches above in each side. And you're going to want to make 4 of these in total. And it's dead simple background, but it's just adding to the wonderful effect that we've got going on with that card there. And I think it really, really adds that magical look and gives all those colours their moment to shine. So I've done a big Mirri mat of that peacock blue again out of to 8x6, and then I'm bringing in some of the adorable scorable, and we're going to cut this to 3 notches under the 6.
Remember that incredible improved multi-buy offer on your adorable scorable. You can get 10 sheet packs. Should be any 3 packs for £10, but we've improved that to any 4 packs for £10, which means you're going to get 40 sheets of incredible adorable scorable or Matastic for just £10. Love that deal.
I know, I wish we had this colour in particular. My cousin got married and she got me to do her invitations, and I searched high and low for this colour, and trying to get it in like sheet packs was impossible. I wish I could turn the clock back 5 years and do it again. Now we have these 2 because they would have been absolutely perfect. So we're going to pop that on there, and then we're going to take our 4 sections and we're going to lay these out on our background. Decide where we want them to go before we get too intricate with our... I think I'm going to bring them in. I think I'm going to have my bigger gap at the top of the bottom, and then we can just get them in place again.
It looks so cool. If any of you have your Say It With Style pocket pads, you'll know which one this design is in, but there is a page that says Dance Like No One's Watching, I think.
Yes.
And it has the incredible glitter ball in.
Wow.
Doing this effect on circle pieces of rainbow Mirri will create you the most incredible glitter balls for your cards. Maybe you're gifting someone tickets to a concert this year and you've been keeping it a surprise. You could be doing that. It would look awesome. You could do like little pink glitter balls. You could do rainbow glitter balls. Honestly, they look incredible on your cards.
Leave that big chunky gap in the middle. Again, it's funny you say that. I'll make you laugh in a minute, Natalie. Not a traditional coloured glitter ball, but it's the same effect. So we're going to pop that on here. Then we're just going to add a couple of foam pads. The back of this one. I really need to stock up on my foam pads. I'm down to my
stock up
littlies.
on my foam pads. I think it's ever since we got our tape runners. I'm not going out into that section of the warehouse anymore, so I don't need to just pick some up while I'm walking past. But the last 2 times I've been on Hobbymaker, I have got there and gone, how am I going to do my demos with this amount of foam pads?
So we're just going to pop that on there. Then in this little book as well, you've also got your little sentiments page. So I've gone in and cut that one out. But to go on the back of it, I have cut a circle.
She's done it.
And then gone through with that cross-hatched effect.
A little autumnal
glitter
ball. Or maybe like an army green glitter ball.
And we'll just pop that on. Pop this on the back. Just works as a little Mirri mat, but just keeping everything in there, and lots of crimping going on, really showing out. So you're not using too many materials, but just really amplifying them with that beautiful crimping design.
I love it. It's so good, and you've shown so many different techniques just in that one card. Thank you, Kat.
You're welcome.
Right, at the very beginning of this week, we launched something that is very dear to mine and Kat's heart. It also caused us lots of pain throughout the month of December. However, we absolutely love it, and you guys have been loving it too. Have a look at the VT of our brand new craft wire. this deal, if you haven't already seen it, or if this is the first time you've watched us this week, is incredible. You are going to get a huge amount of product here. First of all, we're going to be giving you our brand new Craftwire template book. This guide has 193 templates that you can use and follow for creating words, for doing names, for doing ages, maybe it's a birthday, and then you've got loads of inspiration to go alongside all of it. You've got all of your numbers in here for occasions and birthdays and everything in between. Maybe it's dates that you're remembering. We've got fantastic shapes here that you can use as background pieces or bases for really fun items. We've then got your incredible flowers and leaves. These are going to be perfect popped in little wooden stands, or maybe little glass mason jars as wonderful handmade Mother's Day projects. Then we have our flutterbys, our birds, and our templates for you to be able to add on to your flowers if you want to, or make cards from those. We have my favourite page, which is our pets, giants, and favourites template. So you've got the little dog and the cat, the bunny, you've got the elephant and the two little dinosaurs at the bottom there. Then we have our celebrations and occasions templates. These templates are all so easy to use and to follow. We made sure that anyone of any sort of ability could get this home and easily make and follow these designs. We then have the back page, which is hobbies, interests, templates. So you've got things like gardening, you've got the coffee, the music, we've got the little diamond ring there, the guitar, the wine glass, and the stein, as well as the aeroplane if you're doing any really fun projects. And then we've got so much information about how to stick this on, how to use all of your wires. So if you want to just buy our brand new Craftwire template book, you absolutely can do. That's just £5.99. What you'll need to use alongside our template book though is our fantastic pliers. You've got 3 pliers included in these ones. You have your flat nose pliers, you have your round nose pliers, and you also have your wire cutters in here. £11.99 if you want to get that. So currently we are sitting at £17, £18 for just these 2 incredible items. Then we have for you, and probably our most favourite thing about this selection, our craft wires. Our craft wires come in 3 different sets, or you can buy it as a fantastic multi-buy. Our festive selection, you can see here, you've got really bright tones of colour. You get 5 colours in each pack. They are 1.5 mil wide, and you are going to get 3 meters on each length of colour. So £4.99 for each of these. We've got those in your festive. We also have them in your parchment colours. So really nice soft colours in that one. And then we also have your essentials selection, where you're going to get your silver, your black, you're going to get your really nice sort of dark silver, more like a gunmetal silver. We've got your gold, and you've got that incredible orange bright copper colour for you. So across this whole selection, because you can buy this as a bundle deal, you're going to get 45 meters of incredible wire here that is so flexible and easy to use alongside your template book. So this all in all should be a total of, well, it shouldn't even be a total of £24.99, because you are saving an incredible deal here. But £24.99 is where you should be at. Look at that diamond price for this week. You can get everything for less than £20. That's a whole hobby for £20.
It's incredible.
There is nothing else out there that you can start brand new, have all the inspiration, everything you need for less than £20. It's absolutely incredible. Do not miss out on the chance to get this. This has shocked, I think, every single person in the office on how popular it has been. It sold out 3 times on Hobby Maker. It sold incredibly well here on Monday's show. If you want to watch that back, we'll go through everything that you need to know in that show in in-depth detail, but it's absolutely incredible. And you can be making really nice projects. So this is one of the little frames we made. Let me grab this so you can see those flowers fully in the detail. And these are flowers that just come directly from that book, so you can be making these yourself at home. we've got, I love this one that Kat made as well. This is a gorgeous little piece with all of those arrows and your really cool swirls and details from that page. This is another card that you did, Kat, was one of my absolute favourites actually, with the cheers on. So fun. Maybe for your 18th birthdays, we've created this one as like a little aperture and use the wire as backgrounds. You can pop this onto so many other projects though. We've done a little embroidery hoop here and sort of threaded the wire onto that fabric. You can make home decor projects. So we've got this gorgeous little home section on your wire there. I think this is just bent out of shape ever so slightly, so we'll fix that in a minute. And then you've got things like for your cards, so you can do beautiful ones because we've got Valentine's Day coming up, and then of course this is a really cool way of adding loads of different colour by layering up your designs onto the front of your details there as well. This is something not to be missed. If you haven't already ordered this, definitely be ordering it, because as two people that absolutely fell in love with this, we will say you will not find anything else that is more fun to do. It's quite relaxing as well, I think, when you get into it. It's absolutely awesome, so definitely add all this into your basket. But the stars of the show today have definitely been our brand new Premier Craft Tool products. We have the fantastic Paper Crimper. You can get this, your hands on this, $9.99 if you want to get that. And then we also have our mini craft pegs. Again, an incredible price, just £4.99. You've got that discount of $3.99 if you are a Diamond member. So make sure you are stocking up on all of our fantastic deals that we've got on this week, because remember, Members Week ends Sunday, the 11th of February. So all of that improved discount, double discount, all of that bits and pieces are going to be removed from these products. So don't miss out. Right, Kat, back to you.
Okie dokie. Just before we start, I did say I would do it, so I'm following through. So I've just taken those layers that we cut out of that one, crimped them in different directions and pop them back on top. So you can use your leftovers. You've just used 3 sheets of your book and you've got 2 really stunning projects out of it. So there we go. So let's make a card. We are going to combine, we're going to do some wire crafting, we're going to do some crimping, and we're going to bring the pegs in. So that seems a lot for a 6x6 card, but we're going to get it all on there. So I am mainly using our colour block pads here from the pastel. I'm just going to cut myself a nice background to 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. Get the boring bits done and out the way. And this is going to create like a sky background. So I'm taking inspiration from one of the cards that we did in the craft wire book, but just showing how you can then add to it with your other tools and different materials. So we are going to be making like the little baby grows on a washing line. So we're just going to take that. That is going to be our background. And then I've gone ahead and I have cut a piece of, why is that not as wide as that? I'm not quite sure, but we'll make it work, don't you worry. It should be the same length, but I've obviously got confused somewhere. So I've taken a piece of the pastel green from that book and I've pre-crimped it. Just going to take my craft knife and we're just going to cut like a grassy green kind of border to go that way across.
Donna said the wire would probably go through the crimper with it being aluminium because of how soft and pliable it is. It absolutely probably will do.
Should we have a try in a bit?
We will try it and let you know whether that is successful. Obviously, we don't want you all doing it and breaking your crimpers, so we will try it for you first. She also said she's been using wire for ages to make for cake decorating and cake toppers. It's fantastic for cake toppers. My friends at their wedding had a wire cake topper with their names on and it looked absolutely awesome. You can obviously do it for so many different projects. I think I love like you can pop it on your walls if you want to. What's great about our template book as well is that you can pop this through your printer and make it as large or as small as you want. So if you do want to have sort of big lettering for those special occasions, then just pop all of the pages onto your printer, blow up the size of the templates, and then you can use them and make them as big or again as small as you wish to.
So we're just going to create some grass. I've just laid those 2 bits on top of each other Then I have, under my mess somewhere, I've taken some brown. There's a lot going on this card, so I have made quite a few bits in advance. I've just done 2 little like 5-inch strips and just crimped them. We're going to make 2 like little posts to go up the edge here. And this is where I can cover my little mistake. I just pop these on so they go to the edge of the card. I'm just going to pop them down on top there. And these are going to work as my little washing lines.
Nice.
But I'm just going to pop them. I'm going to leave them loose at the top for the time being because I'm going to have to come in and add some like string behind them in a bit. And then I've got the yellow from the book, and I've die cut a circle, and we're again going to crimp this just to create that little sun in the background. Pop that through, and I just love that we can really play around with these textures and have so much fun and make some elements pop. Now I'm not going to pop that in just yet because I want to see where my other elements are going to go, but we're just working on that. And now we're going to switch over to some of our wire art. So I've gone into my book. We're going to find our little baby grow template, which is right here. I've got some of my pink wire, and we are just going to have a go at doing this. Now I'm not quite as fast or proficient as Natalie, so
You are.
we will get going and see what we can do. So again, you take your wire. Now, I like stretching my wire out and having it quite straight in front of me. You're going to find what works for you. We've all got different techniques. So you start at point 1. We're just going to layer that down onto this template here. We're going to take our little pinchy tool and we're going to bring that round to the shape of the elbow there. Not the elbow, the armpit. There we go. And then we're going to bring that back up. Maybe have coiled this out a little bit too long. I'm going to pinch down and bring that back up. And we're just going to follow the pattern round and get those nice sharp edges. And the idea is we're using this as a guide. It doesn't have to be 110% to the shape of the
It doesn't at all.
It's just a guide to get your things even and in the right place. And we're going to bring this round to the neck, and then once you've got those in, you can use your fingers just to get those easier shapes in.
You really just need sort of like the tools that we've got here for you for sort of like those bends or those sharp edges. A lot of the other elements you will be able to easily find that you can do that with your fingers. So any of those really nice loopy big loops, you'll be able to just move them around with your fingers.
It's just about taking your time. You might want to move your book round down one of those that likes going with the shape of my template. You will find what works for you. And don't get overwhelmed with thinking, what can I do?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? How am I going to make this into a project? When you first get it home, if you're brand new to this, I would just go throughout.
Try the templates.
Yeah, go out, pick out some templates and make yourself like a little elements box. And then you've got them there ready for when you think, right, I've got a baby card, I've got some baby grows made.
Yeah.
I could bring them out for that project. But like most hunky-dory things, the more you do, the more ideas you're going to have. It's absolutely fabulous.
And once you've sort of like got that wire and the incredible pliers as well, and you've learnt the skill and you've practice the techniques on this template book, then you can be printing out all types of different designs, all different themes that you know are going to work for you, or might be something that we haven't really included in our template book but you'd like to have included as well. You can be printing those off and doing it. If there are any things that you think, I'd like a template for that, if this is something that you know you find really interesting and you're wanting to use this for lots of different bits and pieces, then do message us as well and let us know, because we are going to be doing a few things in our up and coming magazines that have some exclusive templates in for using with your craft wire. So if you want to give us any additions or bits and pieces that you'd like to add in, then just let us know.
Don't worry guys, I've already asked for a cow.
They said no. I'm joking.
A little Highland cow in the copper would be beautiful.
What did Stacey roll her eyes at you when you said that?
I've
'Cause
not
I
had the
imagine
nerve to I've not had the nerve to say it to Stacey. And we just twist that round and we get our lovely
How
little baby
cute is
grow
that?
shape there.
Absolutely adorable.
Now, to really amp this up and make it work with the crimper, I have got some of our pink, and we are just going to take this through. Oh, I love the noise on this paper, it's fabulous.
So good.
And then I'm just going to add some tape to the back of it. Now you've just got to be careful when you're putting your tape, because the pressure of you rolling will make it want to just move out of place. But if you just pin it, you can always ping it back into place as well. And just make sure that you're catching all the high points, because that is what's going to adhere to your papers.
There's lots of different things you can use to stick down your craft wire.
We're on it today, aren't we?
As well. Your tape runners though are the easiest because you get that instant hold. You can use also your construction glue. It works really well with your construction glue, and for any 3D projects while we're using other elements as well, of course our fantastic hot glue gun is perfect.
So this is a great one for cutting out because it's very kind of straightforward shape. There will be little bits under the arms. I'm just going to go in and get with a craft knife in a minute, but that's the two ways you can cut out. You can just go in with your scissors and cut to the wire. It looks really nice when you like using your parchments and stuff for this technique.
So good with your parchment.
If you do leave like a little halo effect as well around the edge, that can look really cute,
like you do with your stamping when you do your little white edge.
Yeah. So we'll get that as close as we can, and then we can just perfect it with our craft knife. Just taking those little bits out from under the arms. There. Any bits we've missed around the tops. Because sometimes you might be wary just getting in a bit too close with your scissors and bending out of shape. But there we go. It doesn't take much. And I've also gone ahead and I've done one out of the blue in the opposite direction, just so we've got these cute little baby grows, and it's just about mixing these textures together. We cannot speak today.
No, we can't.
I think they've got to put something into the
room. I had my breakfast and everything. And a brew.
So I'm going to take the backs off here. I'm going to place that little sundown in the background. Now I'm going to add these on and then add my pegs and my string behind them, just so it gives me, I know exactly where my placement is then. So let's pop the sun in the background. And then we can have these just going at a nice jaunty angle. I have got a little bit of, she did have a little bit of white string somewhere.
Has it gone?
It's fallen down here.
Got it?
Yeah. And we can then just pop this across, making sure it's sitting at the back there. And again, this is another fab thing with your dots. You can get a little bit of glue on there for ribbons and strings to tack them down in the right places. It is so useful. So I'm just going to pop that under, and we can get it where we want it to go, stick in the right place, and then just cut away any excess. I do like having a little bit coming off the end of the line there, just to give it that crafty look. And then I can just fold these back and add a little bit of glue to the top here. Now we know exactly where we want them to stick. Pop that down and stick it over the top there. And the same with this one.
This is looking awesome. I love how you combined all of the elements that we've got on the show today.
And then we're just going to finish off with a couple of our pegs. And these are so useful. You can, obviously because these are wood, you can colour to these as well. You can colour them to match your design. They're great just for having, for like making your box making and things like that. If you like making your boxes with your construction glue, but you've not got the patience to hold them while they dry, you can use them for things like that as well. So fab. I'm just going to pop these under here. Pop that on. Just mixing all those different things. Obviously you can add a sentiment to the bottom, but so cute. Just showing how those two things work so well together.
I love this. Before we move on though, we have to try and crimp the wire.
Yes, we do.
There's so many people asking, can you crimp the wire?
Let's
We're gonna
see. Let's cut a little bit. I don't see why you wouldn't.
I don't see why it wouldn't. It might just take a little while to get through those grips. But it is super soft aluminium craft wire. Oh, it's going through. Is it working?
Yep.
There we go, people. The answer is correct. Do you know what? That's going to add such a cool effect to your letters.
Look at that.
Oh my goodness. It gives it that like bobbly effect.
Oh, I'm gonna think it.
Which
Which
camera?
one do you want?
There we go.
Let's get a bit white underneath it.
Oh my goodness. I'm going to be crimping my wire and doing loads of letters and words. That's going to look so good.
It's so cool. Just for like your
even
basics. Nope.
I thought it might break the machine, but no. Oh my goodness, thank you for all of your suggestions on crimping that white, because we have just found a new favourite thing to do. Right, coming to the end of the show, but of course, because it's Members Week, we're going to spin the wheel. What could you be in with the chance of winning? Shall we find out? Let's spin our wheel and see what it lands on. It is Diamond Sparkles Glitter Pack. That is a good deal. If you're doing your shaker cards, you are going to be ready. If you would like to be winning our Diamond Sparkles Glitter Pack, we're playing a little competition of Guess Who this week. So we've got a little statement for you. It's either myself, it's either Kat, or it is lovely Jess. But the statement this week says they called their Nana Nana Ben after her pet sheep Ben, as their other Nana was simply other Nana, but never to her face. So they would call her Nana Nana Ben, wouldn't call it to her face, and it was named after her Nana's sheep Ben. Is it me? Is it Kat? Or is it Jess? Let us know in the comments. Jess is going to pick a winner, and we are going to let you know who the answer to the question is. But a little bit of info for you. Make sure you are getting it in your diaries that Pauline is on Hobbymaker tomorrow. She has brand new pattern pack stickables for you. There's 4 brand new designs. 4's right, isn't it? Fabrics, papers, glitters, pastels.
Yes.
Yep. 4 brand new stickable designs, which you can die cut from. You can put them through your crimper if you want to. You're going to have so much fun with that one. So she's there at 2 and 7 with that, and then at 4 p.m. she's having a look at our Easter in Bloom Moonstone collection. So join her, because that is the last stock on that show. We're not going to have it back again. And then back in stock, Premier Craft Tools. Yes, please. I've already seen the comments. Dan and Anne-Marie are going to be here, and they're going to be telling you all about our brand new back in stock. So that is our huge storage box to put all of your inks in. That is your craft tidies. That is your toolboxes. What else is on? Oh, do you know the 6 one? We sold out of that one as well. They're all back. Make sure you're watching. Do we have a winner to our spin the wheel question?
Yeah, Margaret Goodlad on Facebook.
Margaret Goodlad on Facebook, congratulations. And I'm guessing she guessed the answer correctly, and it is Kat.
It's me.
Kat.
Yeah, so my Nana Ben was called Nana Ben because she had a sheep that she'd rescued called Ben, and it just stuck. So she was Nana Ben after the sheep, and then, as I said, my Other Nana just became Other
Other
Nana,
Nana.
but never ever to her face.
Other Nana. Other
But
Nana.
still, all these years later,
Still
we
Nana
still
Ben.
refer to them as Nana Ben and Other Nana.
How crazy how the world works. Right, make sure you're joining us back here tomorrow, 10 a.m. sharp, for a brand new show with Dan and Anne-Marie. Make sure you're watching Pauline as well on Thursday, and we will see you all very, very soon. Thanks for watching.